now going to open the floor for questions. Just put your hand up in the air. We'll get the microphone to you. We respectfully ask that all line of questioning remains in recognition of Justin's philanthropic work. So let's keep it to that topic. If you have any questions for Justin, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone right to you. There's one up here on the front row. There's a mic coming your way.
Justin, congratulations. How much credit does your wife get for this achievement? Both of you are very time and energy.
I honestly, I think that she should be the one sitting up here. She is the backbone behind the Justin Turner Foundation. We operate the entire thing together. We don't have any paid employees on our staff, and she does it all. She runs the website, updates the website, she runs the social media, she reaches out and corresponds through email, sets up events, and then also sets up all the stuff with our beneficiaries and some of the kids and family. One who is actually here with us tonight in the back, the Lang family, one of the first kids we met on the field back when I was a Met, and it really kind of opened our doors to the impact we can have on people's lives, and our relationship remains as good as ever, and we're proud to have them here tonight to kind of share this award with us. So, but yes, all the credit goes to Court. It is her birthday today. She's flew out to Philadelphia on her birthday to accept it, and that's just, I guess if you want to call it a sacrifice, that's one of the sacrifices of the thousands that she makes to pour her heart into our foundation.
We have a question up here in the front row.
Again, congratulations, Justin. I'd like to say that you are Latino adjacent, having played in the Winter Leagues and played in communities with a large Latino community. How have they influenced, and how have those experiences influenced the work that you do?
I think being in Los Angeles, growing up in Los Angeles, is obviously there's a very heavy Latino presence, and getting out in the community, getting into schools, getting into hospitals, and spending time with our community, you realize that there's a burning desire and passion for Dodger baseball in our Latin community. And if you ever come to a Dodger stadium and you show up, our Latinos show up in droves, sorry, not groves, in droves. And, it's the ties that we have through Fernando, through, Julio, is really special. And those are two guys that I particularly look up to and love making all the connections and building relationships with our Latino fan base.
We have time for two more. There's one right there.
Justin, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, here we go. So you've been to All-Star games, NLCS MVP, won a World Series. Where do you put this, and where do you rank this in your accomplishments?
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to play this game for a while and receive some very nice awards on the field, but this one will be front and center. This is the most meaningful one to me. I think I've said this a few times already in talking about this award. One of the things about Roberto Clemente, I think, especially for our generation of baseball players, when you ask him about him, and this isn't a knock on him, this is actually what I think is most special is, humanitarians first. And I don't think a lot of people realize how tremendous of a baseball player he was and all the accolades that came with his play on the field, because he did so much great work in the community in Puerto Rico, and he lifted so many people up that I think his accomplishments on the field are kind of maybe overlooked a little bit. And I think that we kind of feel the same way. As much as there is to accomplish on this field and in this game, doing everything that we can and utilizing our platform to impact as many lives as we can is more important than anything. So this one right here will be front and center of all of them.
And Bill, go ahead.
Justin, because you and Courtney are little guy in the middle, because you and Courtney are so involved, do you have other projects on the drawing board, or do you have other areas you might like to get into as time passes that you haven't had the time to do yet?
I think we're always open to situations that come up. For example, when the pandemic hit, obviously our beneficiaries are homeless veterans and kids in hospitals, but when the LA Unified School Districts got shut down and there was a glaring need for families in Los Angeles to figure out how to provide lunches for their children who relied on the LA Unified School District to provide that for them, that was something that popped up, and we jumped right in and started buying meals from local restaurants, family-owned restaurants, and providing them to the Dream Center as they had their drive-through kind of COVID line, hot meal line, and I think we provided close to 1 million meals over an 8-month period. So whenever there's a need in the city of Los Angeles, we're open to jump into it. I don't think there's one particular thing that we're really aiming for, but we did do an event at Children's Hospital in 2019, which was a winter wonderland, and because of COVID, we haven't been able to get back to do that. So we're hoping as we keep continuing to get better and move through this pandemic, we'll be able to get back and put that event on again and bring Santa Claus to the kids at the hospital. So.